taking you inside the Wolf's Den. Brought to you by Little General Stores.
Welcome back to the second layer of the Wolf's Den. I'm the Wolfman, Dale Wolfley, and I want to welcome into the Wolf's Den, not for the first time, no, not at all, but recent WVU grad, and just this week, he was named to be WVU's 12th ever consensus All-American. You know who it is, yeah. It's Darius Stills. Darius, how you doing, my friend?
I'm doing real well down here. How you guys doing? You guys doing good?
We're doing well, man. Doing real well. You know, Darius, first off, let me congratulate you on being a proud graduate of West Virginia University. Now, you did it in 4 years, and that's a big accomplishment considering you have football on top of it. But I know it was a big deal to you and to your entire family.
Yes, yeah. I'm the first one to graduate in my family, and it means a lot because, you know, I always had the saying called "be the first, no matter what it is," and that's one of the first things I'm gonna do is be the. Well, I did is the first graduate in my family, so I'm proud.
Oh, that's awesome. Now, I've known you since before you came to WVU, and your personal story, your story is fantastic, but it's personal to me, and it's personal to my family, and it's personal to many Mountaineers, especially locally. Has it sunk in that you are officially a consensus All-American?
It's sunk in a lot. It's still it's crazy because, you know, I went into college not knowing. I just had an idea of what a player I could be, and I just honestly just worked hard at it, and it paid off for sure. And just I always wanted to be a consensus All-American. I remember going to the front of the stadium where they have the consensus All-American on the plaques, and I told my brother, I said, "I'm gonna be on this one day. Watch." And there you go.
So it became a reality for you like that.
Yeah.
That's what dreams are made of, right?
Right, 100%.
Yeah, no doubt about it, man. And when I was been watching you, and you know, your mother Janine, she has been a fantastic supporter of you and your brother throughout your entire career, and she's been very flavorable and very out there, and it's wonderful to see. What has been the response of her, your family, and your community as well?
Just all congratulations. You know how emotional my mom is. She's when I make a tackle, she starts crying. So, you know, it means a lot to the family because, you know, that brings success onto the family. And I'm glad I'm the first one to do it. And I'm glad I'm the first one to play in the NFL also. So it's a dream come true, 100%.
Yeah, I bet it is, man. I really do. And when you really think about it, when you look at it all, you are one of only 12 players in WVU history that have this award, Consensus All-American. Really, what does it mean to you personally inside?
It means a lot because all the goals I set out for myself have came true in college. So just knowing that, you know, believing in myself, and I know I got the ability to do all that and much more because, you know, for myself, the ceiling's high and it never gets low enough. So it's a dream come true, honestly.
Yeah, well, that is really awesome, man. And, you know, I have stated all year, I put it in the Wolf's Den on video film, and, you know, it is my contention that, you know, you are playing the best football you ever played. And obviously we know that for sure now. But what I said also is that you are the most unselfish player out on the football field because really your teammates benefited from 2, sometimes 3 offensive linemen trying to block you, and your stats weren't as good as last year's, but you were playing at a higher level than you ever have been before.
Oh yeah, you know, I'm very unselfish when it comes to winning. You know, we won games at home, and honestly, I knew coming into the season what the teams are going to be about, especially scheming against Dante and I. So I knew coming in that, you know, I might not make as many plays out there last year, but I know I got enough dogs around me that's going to make the plays and make up for it, and it has with, you know, us ending at the season at #1 defense in the country in the Big 12. That's something that to be proud of, especially the D line, because just us D linemen getting up like the blocks, you know, Dante and I, Jeff Pooler, they all focus on us, but you know, we got 8 other dogs in the back end you got to worry about, and they all definitely stepped up, and I'm proud of them.
Well, it really was something, and I congratulate you and the entire defense because that's something to hang your hat on, something that you're going to remember for the rest of your life, even though I see you going on to this next level here. But when I look back to 2017 when you were a freshman, and of course, there was different coaches, different defensive scheme. it was a scheme. I'm going to put this in the right way, that you had to actually take up blockers
Right.
so that you could go ahead and let the linebackers and the other DBs go ahead and probably make more tackles.
Yeah.
Whereas now that this scheme, you were more of a penetrating defensive lineman. Has that allowed you to really show your skill set?
Oh yeah, 100%. As a D lineman, I'm an active D lineman, and just being in that scheme, I felt like I was holding back from what I could really do. And with the whole coaches change, I love the coaches staff back before, but just for a selfish standpoint, I love the defense we're about to play because it allowed me to show my athletic abilities and actually allowed me to show what I could actually do in space. And just I'm definitely grateful that we switched defenses, and it's everybody's benefited from it now. Not just D linemen.
What is your favorite thing about the defensive line as a football player?
Favorite thing is just doing the dirty work.
You like the dirty work.
I love doing the dirty work. I know that if they get past us and just having the pressure on the D line, because you know how your offensive lineman, the game starts up front every single game, and just being able to set the tone every game it's definitely a lot, and it helps for sure. So just having that pressure. I love pressure, and I like it, especially goal line stands. 100%. Just it comes on the line. So yeah, just being able to be in the train.
Well, I'm an old offensive lineman, so don't get any ideas, all right? Because we're not trying to go there. But when I go ahead, I look at this and I see your brother Dante, and you two have egged each other on. You've motivated each other throughout your entire career. And do you think that your success, that you've reached your pinnacle of your dreams at this level, is going to influence him and affect him? And how so do you think so?
Oh yeah, 100%. Dante, even like when my freshman year of college, Dante was a senior, and he was the leader. He was that guy that, in order to get win, it fell on him. So just him maturing mentally, and he knows now. He's like, Darius, you set the tone for D line, but now I got to get all that now. So it's just like we compete, but we know that the standard's set up high now for the West Virginia D lineman, and it will be, especially with the coaching staff we have, and the awards I got set the foundation for the D line that we just got to just keep on building. And no slacking off now.
I hear you, man. Now, let's go to the bowl game, because when I look at that bowl game, there's so many players opting out for whatever reason, whether it be COVID, whether it be to the next level. You did not want to, and I want to know why.
Because I remember my sophomore year, a lot of the guys that were going to the next level opted out, and we felt like we weren't confident because all of our best guys weren't playing. And I don't want to put that on my guys either, because we got to this point with me, and I want to finish with me too. And I'm a captain, so it's honestly I just like doing the right stuff, and I don't want to see my boys go into battle without me, especially against a team like Army. And I know that in order to win, we gotta have everybody there. And and playing my brother too last game, that was an emotional. After the game, he had shed a few tears, and those good tears we won. But I don't want to see my guys go into battle without me, and I knew that we had to win.
Yeah, I looked at you and I saw you just sitting there on the football field at the Liberty Bowl, and I can see you're soaking it all in. And I think you realized you came to the culmination of your college career, although bowl games are still ahead for what you have coming. But again, when I look at you, I'm thinking, man, he's soaking it in. I kind of like been there before in my last game as a Mountaineer. What were you thinking?
Just that I got the job done. Going to this game, regardless of me playing or not, I wanted to get the job done and win. And that was the most important thing to us. And I knew that we got the job done. I could finally take a breath. And just soaking it all in, looking at the fans, telling me thank you. It was a lot. And I just want to just take every single second of that in before I had to get off the field.
Dave, as you said, you like to do the right thing, and you put so much into it. I know how hard you work in the weight room and how hard you do everything else you do and represent the Mountaineers and what you've done, all with class, young man, all with class. And when I look at that and I see Coach Brown and I see his leadership, and, what do you think of the team? Where do you think it's going, and the culture that he is building?
The culture that he's building is it's amazing. Some people don't agree on it because of whatever reasons, but at the end of the day, he's making everybody better young men, because, they know that only if small percentage of people go from the college to the NFL. So you got to prepare for the life after that, or being a dad, or like going into a job interview. They teach us how to be men and to be accountable. And with Coach Brown being there and him and Coach Mike Joseph teaming up, it's great, and it's paying off for me. Also, I've learned a lot, just how to be a man, and it's gonna pay off. And I say Coach Brown, Coach Mike, thank you for that. For real.
Well, that is really cool. And so let's go say you just had your last 4 years at college, and what's going to be your favorable moments? Is it your friends, your teammates? Is it on the field, off the field, weight room? What is it?
It's the culture of everything, and just being with the team, being with the D line. We call ourselves Greedy Gang because we all want we all have the same goals and aspirations, and just makes the NFL. And you gotta be greedy to get there, but unselfish at the same time. And we just know that, and just the bond we all have in the locker room, messing around after practice or before practice, the camp days when you're like camp day 10, you're sore, you're tired, but you wouldn't want to be anywhere else. So just them type of moments.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so where are you now? What are your plans to get to the next level, and how are you going to go about it? Because you're right there on the cusp. What's happening?
Right now, I'm in Fort Lauderdale, Florida, training for 3 months, and then depends on when the combine is and everything. I'm gonna do that, and then wherever I get picked at in the draft, I go there and play. So just training from here on out, and just working hard and treating it like it's real. So I'm excited.
So it doesn't matter where you get drafted.
No, I'll just anywhere that loves me and wants me to play how I play, and I'll give them my all 100%.
Okay, great. Well, this is going to be my last question. I'm going to let you go because I know you got things to do. But when you look back, your legacy, what do you want the people of West Virginia, the Mountaineer fans, the WVU, what is your legacy, and what do you want them to think of you?
It's just that guy on and off the field, just a great person on the field and off, but also works hard and has that dog in him. I come into West Virginia and wanted to live off my dad's, but also build my own at the same time. And I feel like I've done that. And I say tell all the West Virginia fans, thank you for everything, because without y'all cheering me on and believing in me before I even really did anything on the field, it helped a lot. And thanks to y'all, I'm where I want to be. And I got plenty more work to do. I'm going to get better, and I'm going to make West Virginia proud.
Dee, I'm going to tell you this, man. It's been a lot of fun watching you play. Like I said, it's been personal to me. I've watched you grow, you and your brother, and it's been really something very, very fulfilling for me as a commentator, as an alumni, as a football player. Now, I'm head of the alumni here for the athletic department, right? So,
really?
Yeah, so I'm going to be calling you. So when you see me, don't blow me off.
I'm not. I'll answer.
All right. Well, listen, man, just remember this, is that when they talk about the greats at WVU, Darius Stills is going to be in that list. Right on it.
Thank you. Appreciate that.
All right, young man. Well, listen, we'll let you go here, and thank you so much. And that's it, my friends, for the Wolf's Den and the special edition, Darius Stills, Consensus All-American, the 12th ever Consensus All-American at the West Virginia University.
Thank you.
Boom!